The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. They fake the handoff. Now Lance gets this one to Juszczyk. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This defense for the Dolphins, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jennings. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage, because you're able to... I'm the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Play action, now it's Lance. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. After the turnover, it's Tua. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. He's got a man, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down, here's Mostert again. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off of play action, here's Lance. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Lance. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st down, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3 and out. Something that lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Tua to throw again. On the right side, open is Gesicki. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it second down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Tua. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they go with Mostert again. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On second down, Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the 2nd time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make the score 14-0.
49ers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that Plague did on the last one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Lance looking to throw it. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
From midfield, here's Tua. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 12. 2nd play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2 minutes to play, 1st half. It's 14-0. Once again, it's Mostert.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, but it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Tua. Got a man, it's Waddle, complete.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 21-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Lance. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend.
Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 31 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, 49ers 9.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Lance to throw it. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at the 20. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes this 35-0 now.
49ers nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing his Lance on third down.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Samson Abuka able to record his 5th sack of the season.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
To try again after the sack, Tua. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm. Now Lance throws the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2 now on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's brought down. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Here's Mostert, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
One more time with Mostert, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Raheem Mostert punching it in from a yard away. And the Dolphins get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. A familiar refrain, a turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now after the sack, Lance and the Niners staring up here at a 3rd and long. Here's Lance. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Christian Wilkins able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here comes the 49ers punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood?
to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Tua going to throw. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder, Jimmy Ward. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Lance now on 1st down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Dolphins have got it.
Well, partner, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Tua with a quick throw, caught out wide. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 83 yards. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. We're facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. Things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season. But in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they fake the handoff. Now Lance. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Touchdown 49ers. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Gold with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
Collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Looking to pass. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right on the 30. A 40-yard punt, give him 3 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Another run with McCaffrey on 2nd down. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. From the gun, it's Lance. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time here. Lance able to find Gray here. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. No reason not to try it there. And they do indeed convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
2nd and 2.
Throwing now is Lance. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey, and he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Bradley Chubb came in and got him.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Lance. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense will very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What